Hello everyone, this is Fi. I'm checking out Blanco, The Color of Adventure. This is the AGDG Demo Day 22 version. This is an early demo. Game in development, we're going to give it a playtest. This is a game I did play in the past. It was a while ago. I don't remember exactly how long ago it was, so this should be a later version. Hope to see some differences. Already the level is different, so that should be enough anyways. But yeah, I remember some things that I had mentioned back then. So I have not played this yet. I haven't seen anything past the screen that you're seeing right now. This is how the game launches. I did notice there's a little bit of a readme thing here. It says Xbox controller required to play. The laboratory is the tutorial level of the game. No story elements will be shown now, but here's a fun bit of gameplay to try. It does mention the controls, which I should probably read over again because I haven't played this in a while. So movement is the left analog stick, camera is right analog stick. Kick is the X button. Roll is while running, tap right bumper. Ground pound is A plus right bumper. Place bombs. Upon finding bombs, press B to place. Use power up is Y button. Interesting that we have bombs and power up separately. Air dive is A plus right bumper plus X while flipping. Okay, wall jump, wall grab. Alright, so yeah, so there's just a couple of things that are kind of a little more complex there, but let's go ahead and get into the gameplay here. I got my controller, it's a Xbox 360 controller working, so I remember before there was no dead zone on the old demo, which it appears that they have remedied. So that should work out a lot better. We got camera movement. Okay, there's a pause. Alright, so for some reason it says go to last checkpoint twice in here. And it's a little weird because pressing down seems to move the highlight up and vice versa, so I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's just not finished. It would be nice, of course, to have an option to invert the Y-axis on the camera controls here. Okay, the jump is very floaty feeling, like it goes upwards quite slowly. So we got a little kick thing here, okay. I don't know if it was like this when I played it before. It seems a little different. So it's a little weird how it does that roll, like if I kick the wall, for some reason it starts rolling. I guess when you run into the wall, it just... Interesting. Am I supposed to be like rolling up the wall? Is that kind of the idea? That's quite weird. It's kind of cool, but it's just like unexpected. I don't think I've seen that kind of thing in a 3D platformer before. Alright, let's look at this. Hello, this is text. This is more text, and even more. Okay, that's enough. Alright, that's interesting. So, yeah, I don't remember everything that it mentioned in that readme for the controls, so I think it was like, what, jump and right bumper? Okay. So I'd prefer using the triggers rather than the bumpers, because when I hold the controller, my fingers naturally rest on the triggers and I have to kind of reach for the bumpers, so... I always tend to mention that. It seems like all the devs like to put everything on the bumpers for some reason. I'm not sure if that's because it's listed as a button instead of, like, the triggers are axes. Or if people just, other than myself, actually prefer using the bumpers. I don't know. Looks like we hit a little button here. I don't know why okay, so you can change direction in the air very easily, so that's kind of cool. So I just kind of jumped without thinking for some reason. So that's kind of cool. I guess when you double jump, it kind of gives you an opportunity to right yourself. So... okay, that's kind of neat. Got level events triggering based on things like that. Okay, so it is the right bumper to do this roll thing. Well, I guess it's a dive into a roll. And Okay, and you can jump out of it. I guess you can just keep going if you jump over and over. When you want to stop, I don't know if there's... It seems like it takes a while for you to get out of the roll, so that's kind of potentially slightly annoying. I got in a bad spot here. Alright, I guess I just kind of glitched into this accidentally, but that's okay. Oh yeah, there's a weird spot here, for sure. That was very odd. Yeah, like if I stand... Ooh. Like right here and like... Everything goes wacky. Alright, so I can wall jump. I guess that's maybe what this roll animation is kind of indicating. I can wall jump during that. It's not that obvious because like... you know, it doesn't really give the impression of getting ready for a wall jump like most animations that happen on the walls in games that you can wall jump look kind of like a certain way, like you're kind of getting ready to jump off it in a way, and this is kind of a little different from that. A little heart. So it seems like you can do double jumping kind of like Mario here. I don't know, I might guess you can do triple jumping too. Ooh, I guess I hit that too late. Kill these guys first. Does seem like you need to be a little bit accurate with kind of aiming your kicks. But it seems like, yeah, there's a bit of... Oh, you can keep doing that over and over again? Oh, that was weird. Oh, that guy respawned. You can double jump out of your... I guess that's a different kind of double jump. Because in Mario, when you jump and then jump again, you call that a double jump, right? But if you do this, that's also a double jump, so I don't know what to call it. In any case, yeah, the timing between when you do your first jump and then when you can do the second one, it seems like it's almost a little long. Like almost like you might do it accidentally. Okay, so up, high flip, up, down, A, so I'm guessing that's... yeah. So this is... okay, so it just does the spinny animation, so... just doing the spinny animation for everything is kind of lame in my opinion, but this is basically the side jump in Mario. I think it's called the side jump or something like that. Side flip. Which is one of my favorite things to do in Mario. In part because it looks so cool, so... kind of a little disappointing, mildly disappointing that the animation is just spinning in this game. Alright, so... well, that wasn't very good. That was completely out of control. Okay, so I respawn back here. I think this is like the beginning of the level. So I guess I'm just always going to respawn back here. Ooh! I got like a ton of momentum and I was running in the opposite direction there for a while. Actually, it gets weird. Oh, okay, yeah, there's something weird going on the edges of this. Or if I'm trying to like run in the opposite direction and it kind of gets stuck on the edge here for a bit. So it's something you might want to investigate. Oh, so attacking on the moving platforms makes you go airborne and you don't inherit the momentum of the platform. Might be nice to be able to inherit that. So I went up in that tube thing up there, which caused... I don't remember what it did. I guess it made more platforms appear? Was that what it was? Maybe I can go to that part. I think I can get in there, right? Alright, so I'm noticing we have kind of mostly the same assets in here aside from these batteries I don't think I saw before. Oh, that guy just spawned in right behind me. I don't know if that's just based on camera or what. Like, I wasn't very far away and it just respawned here. But yeah, the fact that the assets are kind of the same makes this place... Until I look up here, because I can see up here is kind of new and different, but when I got in here it almost kind of like looks like somewhere I've been before. So it might be something to... Oh, that guy just spawned. What the heck? So I don't really like enemies spawning like right on top of you. I think you should kind of like be in another part of the level before that happens. Alright, so we'll just kind of use this sort of jump. So we're up here. I guess we're supposed to go in here though. I think we can use wall jumps. Oops, too early I guess. So you do kind of start, like when you land on the next wall, you kind of start, your inertia carries you downwards kind of instantly. I think it might be nice if you kind of stuck to the wall for a moment, or like reset your vertical inertia or something like that, so that you didn't like instantly start falling as soon as you hit the wall, because you have to wait for that contact before you can jump again, so it'll probably feel a little better. So we got some TV type things up here. It's just cosmetic, I believe. Alright, getting a little stuck. If I press towards this, whatever this is that's blocking my path, and then wait, okay, let me try it again. If I press towards it and then I let off the stick and then I press jump, sometimes it doesn't jump immediately. I can't get it to happen now. Alright, it just happened once, but yeah, just then it did too. So yeah, a little bit of weirdness with the collisions here and there in the geometry. I like the sound effect, it's kind of cute. I think I can just jump over this normally. Oh, it's springy. So I wonder, am I supposed to go in there? Is that just for visual appeal? So I want to go... Alright, so it's a little hard to see down there, but I figured it out eventually. Guess we're just gonna jump and... Wow, that was a lot higher than I thought. It might be nice if the camera automatically... Ooh, now I can't move the camera now that I'm up here. That's interesting. So I guess it switched to a different camera mode, but this is... That looks important. Oof! I have no idea what that was. But, oh, wow. Oh, that was a little odd. So, that's where I came from, that direction. Just kind of seeing what I can get on top of. It might be nice if when you go up high, if, like, the camera might do something a little more automatic, like with the vertical movement of the camera. Like if I have the camera like this, then it's not showing me where I'm gonna land, because it's like almost at an upwards angle a little bit, so it's like... Well, once I got up here, it switched, but that's not what I'm referring to. So I'm guessing this may be a ground poundy thing. I don't think it was ever mentioned in-game, at least, that you can do a ground pound. So let's try that. Yeah. So it's something you'll probably... Ooh. Okay. I do like the sound effects. But yeah, you probably want to mention the ground pound in the game, since you were kind of already talking about like the side jumps and stuff like that. Ooh. Uh-oh. Great. Okay. Alright. So... These don't look like just normal platforms, so I'm kind of wondering if they do anything, or if... Oops. Excuse me. Well, I figured I would at least... grab the edge of that. I don't know if you can't... See, again, this geometry, when I run into this, it starts getting weird. But yeah. I kind of expect to be able to kind of grab the edges of these. Now that... I mean, this wall is kind of jutting out here, so I guess that works. There's a cube. Strange looking. It's very kind of nondescript looking. Okay. I don't know what that is. Now this is... I'm thinking maybe if I do a side jump and then... Okay, so it got up really high but it didn't grab the edge here. So it's a little weird. And unfortunately, because this game has double jumping like this, it does get a little complex when you're trying to use that to get on top of something like this, because once you touch the wall, you go into your wall jump mode. Oh, that time it grabbed the edge, okay. So yeah, that's something because, like, you know, in Mario, you don't have this kind of double jump. So they don't have that problem. So if you're going to introduce that, it does kind of seem to have that little bit of an issue that kind of is introduced. So this is kind of fun. I can, whoops, that didn't work. Oh, so unfortunately you just die instantly when you touch the water. Might be nice if it just like slid you down or something, but... maybe that's just something that isn't implemented yet. Alright, so you can't jump normally to that. It's not really obvious how to get across to that platform. Oh gosh. That was annoying. I was still in the rolling state. I just tried to jump normally and it just carried me off. So yeah, it's not really like obvious how to get over there, but... oops. That works fine. There we go. Oh, I guess you can't... yeah, you can't actually double jump out of this side jump type thing, so that's something to keep in mind. Good. So I gotta keep moving the camera like up and down to see on top of stuff here. So this looks interesting. We got some electricity. So it seems like there's a little bit of a Doppler effect on the sound, which is kind of neat. I like that. So, am I meant to jump on these then? Is that the idea? Well, I guess not. Ooh, okay. That was a very strange looking couple of seconds. So unfortunately I spawned all the way back here. What if I do this? Oops. Now there was that one something I don't remember. Wait a minute. That's what it was. Okay. So that was what was explained in the README, so might be able to make use of that somewhere here. Oh, so you can make that, you just have to kind of optimize it. Oops. Oh no, I wall jumped instead of double jumping. So yeah, that is a bit problematic. Oh gosh, oh, I don't like that. I don't like how touching the water kills you at all. Oop, the timing on that's pretty particular. Oh wait, it's the X button, right? Kind of weird that it's that X button to do that. I feel like I should be able to like jump and then do the flip and then press jump again. Alright. Alright, here we are again. So at least the platforms wait a bit when they reach the end. It's kind of nice. So it's weird because sometimes this, I try to do the, the second jump like this. But sometimes when I land on those, it doesn't do that. It just does the normal jump, even if I jump like immediately after I land. So that seems a bit inconsistent for some reason. So I was trying to kind of use that to get a little extra height to get up on that. Which I would say, oh wait a minute, I want to try something. That doesn't do anything. Alright. I think this part with these weird floating TVs for some reason, the end part, it's surprisingly awkward to get up on that on the end. So I would suggest taking a look at that part because it doesn't seem like something that should be difficult. It's like pretty high up there, so I don't really know. You can double jump up there barely, but it's taken me a lot of tries to kind of get to that point. So, I don't know what these boxes are supposed to be. But, let's see, what other options do we have? I kind of need to, so I need to try this out real quick. So I know I can do this, but okay. I was gonna see if like you could jump again out of that, but it looks like you can't. Does it matter which way I go here? If I go this way or that way? It doesn't look like it. I don't really know how to maximize my distance with jumping. Like in Mario you can do a long jump and that's pretty obviously like the way to travel the most horizontal distance. But in this game I don't know what the most effective way to travel horizontally is for this sort of thing, so oh. Did I bounce on the box? You have to press jump on the box to bounce on it? Is that the idea? Alright, so it's a little weird because like you already have a double jump. Wait, maybe if I... Oh, okay, so you can't get another jump out of it. Wait, let me try one more thing here. Yeah, it is kind of weird because if you jump once then you use this, you can't jump again afterwards. But you can jump twice and then use this. So it kind of seems to me like it'd be more logical if you could jump and then use this and then you'd still have like your last jump that you could use afterwards. Because with this it kind of seems like it's just a slightly larger double jump instead of like a proper extra jump, so it's a little weird. Nonetheless, that should that should definitely help getting through these parts now that I actually know what those do. Alright. Yeah. Alright, These are probably not too important, but... So we got a button. Looks like that's all that's here. Oops. There we go. Alright. So it looks like maybe we're getting yellow crystals. Whoa. Okay, at least you can do these repeatedly. It doesn't look like that one wants to bounce me up high enough. Oh, I gotta go all the way back here. I wonder if I have to do the, Oh, gosh. Alright, I want to see if I can just speedrun strat this. There we go. Whoa! Once you get into that rolling, though, it's just so hard to stop when you need to. So it's like fun that I can kind of... Wow. It's fun that I can use that, but it... Oh, gosh. That was weird. But yeah, it's just really hard to get out of it. So I think I got under this little lip a little bit there. Thankfully didn't die. It looks like the square things are still there. Well, not that it matters, I guess. I still have to go over these parts. But yeah, it's a little weird how this cube thing doesn't really seem to quite launch you up as high as you need to go. I guess I have to press it kind of early. Oh gosh, that's really awkward. For some reason. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I can kick out of that. I guess that helps then. Oh, you can get a little distance with your kick too, so that's interesting. Alright, we're getting better at it. So something you could consider, I guess there's a few things you could do, but one really simple thing you could do is with these cube things, if you just have like a little visual effect, just kind of lights up or something, like when you get in the range of it, to be able to bounce off of them. So it gives you a little visual feedback when you're in contact with it or whatever. It might give a little sound effect, that kind of thing. So that would be I think an easy way to kind of make this feel a little better. It's not exactly... That's quite loud. So it's the sort of thing where it's not even like hard, it's just that it's just awkward enough, and you know, if you veer off at all, then you're kind of screwed. Or if you don't get up high enough and that sort of thing. So it's like it's shoot, I tried to jump again. What's the word for it? I guess too punishing or something. So I should be able to do this, yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe that was like the end of the demo, maybe? Because it didn't seem like there's any other place to go besides that. But yeah, like in order to get up this, you kind of have to... generally these sorts of games, like you can kind of make little corrections in the air and stuff like that. You don't have to really think too much about like lining yourself up perfectly or anything like that, just because it's a little bit forgiving. So you can kind of do things a little more free-flowing in a sense. With this, you really kind of have to make sure you line yourself up perfectly and just like only press straight forward, and then you have to make sure you you press jump when you're right at the top of the cubes and everything like that, so it's all a little unforgiving. Not to mention, you know, just going back all the way to the beginning if you mess up, but... So yeah, I got the little yellow thing. It kind of seemed like that's all there is in the demo. I don't think anything was said about what the end of this would be or anything, so I guess we'll just assume that's correct. And go ahead and finish up, so... Yeah. Alright, so definitely interesting. It was cool to see this kind of level. The previous demo had like a giant open world kind of level, which was cool in its own way, but it was also like confusing because there wasn't really any directionality or like a beginning and end point or anything like that. So yeah, that was sort of like, this one was kind of linear, and then that one was more, I guess you could call it kind of Mario-like in the sense that there were many different objectives around, but it was like there were so many different things that there wasn't really any kind of direction to it. So not sure if there is a plan to do more of this kind of linear things or to do more of the open-ended ones or not, but you know, a happy medium could be nice also. But in any case, yeah, this is kind of cool. And it's definitely interesting to see this game kind of take shape. There's definitely some unusual... Alright, I can wall jump out of there. There's some unusual interaction with the collision in a lot of spaces, unfortunately, which I don't know what kind of fix would account for that, but definitely be something I would look out for, because yeah, there was a lot of little places, hopefully you noticed, that I kind of got a little stuck on things, or sometimes like I can't jump because it gets weird when I walk forwards into some little thing on the ground or something like that. So yeah, hopefully this is useful. I'll go ahead and wrap up. And it's definitely cool, and hopefully I'll get to play some future version of this when it's even further along, because it's a pretty cute game. So I know it's been in development for a long time, so it's definitely cool. Keep it up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.